welcome to the session. This is Sweta Roy, your English Master Teacher at Vedantu, and welcome to Sprint 9 2021. Today we are going to deal with a very interesting chapter, a truly beautiful mind, which is not just interesting, it's also very, very motivating and inspirational because this is about one of the legendary figures in the field of science, that is, of course, our own Albert Einstein, right? So let us begin with the session, guys. Today we will be covering all the 1 mark questions, 2 marks questions, 3 marks questions, and 5 marks questions. And this is going to be a super duper revision, guys, for all of you. I hope you have watched the Umang series and the other channel. We've done it in the other channel as well. So I hope you have watched the explanation and now you are ready for the quiz questions. I mean, not just the quiz questions, the other ones as well. The 3 marks and the 2 marks and the 5 marks questions as well. So guys, this is the schedule. I hope you already know that we are continuing till 3rd Feb, and physics is continuing till 26 Jan. I think it's 26 Jan. 27th Jan chemistry. Math is again parallel to English. Biology is 31st Jan, and again SST is parallel to English, that is 3rd Feb. And guys, before we begin with the session, a gentle request to all of you guys, please do hit the like button and do hit the bell icon so that you do not miss out on any important notification. So before beginning, guys, I would like to share with you a very important quote and very, very relevant to your lives. Please listen to this, okay? And of course relevant to this context, I mean the chapter that we are going to do, and this is by Albert Einstein. Okay? So of course we are dealing with Albert Einstein, so please look at this quote very, very, very attentively. All right, because I give you the quote so that you can also use this quote. These quotes, don't think that they are very useless. Okay, they are not at all useless. You can use these in your value based questions, the questions which require your creativity. These quotes will be useful there. Okay, so you just need that mind, to use it appropriately. All right, okay, so look at this. Everyone is a genius. Each one of you, yes, you right there, you are a genius. But if you judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Which means everyone, you, yes, watching the series, everybody, all the students, each one of you are a genius. Okay? All of you have the potential. Okay, you have to just recognize your potential. Okay, do not compare yourselves with the others, because Albert Einstein was quite different from the rest. So never do this mistake of comparing yourself with the others. There is no quote unquote trend that you have to follow. You make your own trend, right? Do not follow the herd mentality. Okay, you are an individual, so you have to recognize your potential, your individuality, and whichever field you are having the potential in, whichever field you are having the passion in, just follow that. As I told you, if you judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, it is not possible, right? So definitely, if you think that X is doing better in this than me, I am not able to do better, I am a stupid, then of course you are a fish, you cannot climb a tree. That is okay, that is the thing. So please do not underestimate yourselves. Everybody is a genius. Okay, you have to recognize your potential and work with sincerity. All right, so that is going to give you success. So with this motivational quote, guys, let us come to the homework question next. This poem is depicting the overall mood on a rainy night. The previous poem that we did, I hope you remember, right? Rain on the roof. So that is about it. This is the model answer which I am giving you. You have written wonderfully well. Okay. During night, the humid cloud full of water creates dark shadows over the star-studded sky. The poet dreams about his mother and the way she used to tuck him in the bed The poet's dream of his mother reminds him of his childhood days. His mother used to tell stories to lull him into sleep full of dreams. The music being played on the rooftop is like the affectionate look by which his mother used to see him while he was a kid. So dreams make him realize the importance of past and the things that he now misses. Okay, so that leads us to the next question, that is the extract based question. All right. So, a headmaster once told his father that what Einstein chose as a profession would not matter because he will never make a success at anything. Einstein began learning to play the violin at the age of 6 because his mother wanted him to. He later became a gifted amateur violinist, maintaining this skill throughout his life. So, you can see here, people are there to underestimate you. Okay, but that does not mean that they are true. Okay, so you have to stand out from the rest. That is what you are capable of. Each one of you have a special talent. You just have to recognize that, right? So what was the headmaster's opinion about Einstein? He considered Einstein as a brilliant student, that he would never be successful in his life, would become a renowned scientist, or none of the above. Come on, very, very simple question. You will tell me the answer in the chat box quickly. Yes, that he would never be successful in his life, but he proved him wrong. So, everybody, guys, those who are going to underestimate you, you have to prove them wrong, right? And you can all do it. Next question. Why did Einstein learn to play violin? As a means to remove his stress, because his father insisted him to do so, to fulfill his mother's desire, wanted to be a violinist. Very, very, very simple. Okay, yes, to fulfill his mother's desire, clearly given in the passage. Next question. Again, a vocabulary based question, which is again very important. As I told you, you cannot ignore the vocabulary based question. You have to strengthen your vocabulary. You have to know the word meaning of each and every word from your text. That is very important, right? So, having great natural ability, profession, success, amateur, or gifted. Great natural ability. Gifted. Definitely. All right. So now what is your duty? You will tell me the word meanings of all these three. Okay. Profession. I think profession and success you know. Amateur. What is the meaning of the word amateur? Please put it down on the chat box and later on in the comment section. So this is, if you do not know the meaning of the word amateur, that means this is going to add up to your vocabulary. If you know, it's very good. Okay. So please note down the word meaning of the word amateur in the comment section. Also mention, I'm giving you a homework, only then you will do it, right? Also make a sentence, right? So meaning plus sentence, so that you know the usage as well, right? So please do that. All right, next is we come to the 2 marks questions. Why did the people call Einstein a world citizen? Very simple. He is remembered as a world citizen because of his efforts towards world peace and democracy, right? He was concerned about the consequences of the atomic bomb. He even wrote a public message to the United Nations and proposed the formation of a world government to control the use of nuclear weapon. This shows him as a world citizen who was concerned about humanity. This is very, very important, guys. He was concerned about humanity. Okay. And he advocated world peace. So, advocated world peace. Okay. And he was concerned about humanity. So, with great power comes great responsibility. He has proved this, right? He was a brilliant scientist, but he was also a very good human being, and he was responsible. He was a responsible citizen, and that is why he is referred to. So you can add this, prove to be a responsible citizen. Okay, so that is why, Okay. Next question is, why did Albert Einstein leave his school? Very, very, very simple, guys. Please put down your points in the chat box so that I can see how much have you prepared yourselves, and you also get a practice. Okay. So he was because he hated school's strict and controlled environment that suffocated him, right? So you can say that the strict, he felt suffocated. Okay, felt suffocated in the strict and the controlled environment, and often he had disagreements with his teachers. And according to Einstein, Switzerland was a more it was more liberal than Munich, hence he wanted to study there. Einstein found in Mileva an ally, okay, because she, like him, disapproved of the Philistines, or the people who did not like art, literature, or music. All right. So basically, it was, the suffocation. And when he compared his school with, that of Switzerland, of course, that was much, much, much liberal. He also found an ally there. Chalo, next question is, now we have come to the 3 marks questions. Why did Einstein write a letter to Franklin Roosevelt? Very, very, very important. Okay. So, with the emergence of Nazis in Germany, Einstein emigrated to the United States. It was the fact that the Nazis had the ability to develop the atomic bomb. It could destroy the whole world. So, this is talking about the negative impact of the scientific advancement, right? So, he warned Franklin Roosevelt in his letter about its adverse effects, right? Or you can say, it would lead to the destruction, mass destruction, right? So that was a kind of warning which proved that, Einstein had he was a responsible. So you could also add that, responsible, right? And he was concerned about, which you had already done in the previous slide, concerned about humanity. You can also write scientist in the true sense, because scientists, they do have a great responsibility because they are powerful, they have that power, right? And on them, the entire world is dependent. So with great power, as I told you, comes great responsibility. So that is what he also proved. Next is, how was Einstein's private life unraveling after he finished his studies? So this is basically talking about his personal life, that is his marriage and all that. Right, so you all know that he wanted to marry Mileva right after finishing his studies because he found an ally, but his mother was against him. Why? Because she thought Mileva, who was 3 years older than her son, of course, she was she was older than her son, and she was also bothered by her intelligence and found her to be a book, okay, just like Einstein was. So Einstein finally had to put the wedding off for some time, but later on, definitely he married. All right. So, guys, I hope you are enjoying the session and you are having a great practice. So, if you want to join us for further knowledge, 100% knowledge and 100% marks, unlimited live classes is what you can avail with fun and high level quizzes. You can compete with the students throughout the world. You can have interactive replays with live quizzes and leaderboards, right? You can have premium downloadable content with handwritten notes of the master teachers. And in the class, you can solve your doubts, right? We have a special team of class teachers who can devote the entire class, who can devote who can cater to your doubts, right? So you will be able to solve your doubts in the class. No more piling up of your doubts. Okay. Assignment. After each and every session, you're going to get an assignment. Test. Okay. We also conduct tests which will give you the performance report so that you can analyze yourselves where you stand. Alright guys, plus you have 5,000 plus micro courses and free crash courses for competitive exams. That too in less price. You just need to visit the link in the description box and pinned comment. Use the coupon code SWRPRO. And this is the magic that the coupon code is going to provide you. So if you use the coupon code SWRPRO, you are going to get 2159 you are going to avail this discount offer of 2159 per month and 7200, right? And that is 3600 per month till 21 March. That is going to be per class price is going to be 11 rupees per class and 12 rupees per class for 3 months. All right, guys. So that is going to be your discount offer. So do visit the link in the description box and pinned comment. Use the coupon code SWRPRO and we resume our session. Okay? So with question number 6, last 2 questions left, 5 marks questions, guys. In what ways was Albert Einstein an unnatural, an unusual child? Okay? He was different from the other in many ways. Do you think that those who think differently, this is what I was talking about when I began the session. Do you think those who are different, do you always have to follow the so-called trend? Do you always have to follow the herd mentality? No. Do you think those who are different will not succeed? Or do you think if Einstein, who was a completely different, individual from the rest, he had his own personality, okay, he did succeed in his life. So do you think that those who think differently can succeed in their life like Einstein? Comment. So I think now this answer would be very easy for you to write, right? After all the examples and everything that I had already told you at the beginning of the session. Don't you think so, guys? So tell me in the answer, guys. Please tell me that in the chat box your own points. Of course, this is limited. I never say that this, please copy this. This is limited. You are open. Okay, your writing skills, your imagination, your creativity is completely open. It knows no bounds. So please don't restrict yourselves at the solution. Okay, never do that. Nobody's solution, neither mine nor any other, reliable source. Okay, please use your own intelligence. Please use your own creativity. Okay, that is completely open. Okay, so that is what literature is all about. Okay, to open the wings of your to let your wings unfurl and get you flying. Okay, so that is what we are going to concentrate. Albert Einstein was an unusual child. He did not have any indication of his greatness. Right. He had a larger than usual head. His mother thought him to be a freak. Yes. He was a late talker. He picked up speech much late. Right. When he started to speak, he said everything twice. So see, so many problems he had. But he stood out. Right. The young Albert broke his silence at the supper table one night to say the soup is too hot. Greatly relieved, his parents asked why he had never said a word before. And Albert replied, because up to now everything was in order. Okay, that is funny, right? He liked to play by himself and did not enjoy the company of his playmates, who in turn called him Brother Boring. Yes. He had special interest in mechanical toys. At school, his headmaster thought that he was a useless fellow and would never succeed in his life. But he proved all the speculations wrong. And from here, you can conclude. What can you conclude? Look at the question. It should should relate to the question. Do you think those who can think differently can succeed in their life? So you can say that every individual, you can take the help of that quote with which I began. Okay, right? And you can say that every individual is unique. They have different capabilities. You cannot put them in boxes. Okay, you cannot restrict them. You cannot compare them, right? So, but that does not mean that they do not have talent. They do not have potential. Okay, every individual has their unique talent, unique potential. They just need that motivation, that encouragement, that guidance, and the recognition of their talent to blossom. I hope you will be able to write this conclusion. Okay, and I'll give you some points here. Okay, write it for you here. Conclusion. So you can mention the point of unique capabilities. Okay. then you can also say that not always herd mentality. All right. You can give the example of Einstein. So recognition of their unique potential and proper guidance would help them blossom. Okay, so whatever I have said and whatever the points I have given, you can combine them and then again use your own creativity, because you have unique capabilities. You all have unique potential. So definitely use it here as well. And you can make your answers, right? The last question. Okay, Einstein was an unusual child with no indication of his potential greatness. Comment. So almost, we have done that. Um, because we have done about how he was having the larger than usual head. He was called brother boring, never mingled. So he had his own unique personality, right? He left school because he was not happy with the strict regimentation. He loved mechanical toys, and when his sister was born, he said, where are the wheels, right? So definitely he thought his sister to be a toy. Okay, even his headmaster thought him to be stupid. And this brings us to the quote: if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will always consider itself as a stupid, right? So similarly, this goes with him also. Okay? And good for nothing, and that he would never succeed in life. He also told Einstein's father that whatever profession he chose would not matter. So he definitely proved him wrong. Okay? This proves that Einstein was an unusual child with no indication of his potential greatness, but later on he definitely proved himself to be great and succeeded. All right. So that brings us to the end of the session. We have successfully accomplished our task of completing the extract based questions, the 2 marks questions, the 3 marks and the 5 marks questions. And I hope you have understood the chapter very well. Along with the explanation and the question answers, I think you are fully prepared. So now you can write this homework answer, and don't forget to mention the meaning and the sentence, the other homework that I gave you while I was doing the session, right? So what was the outcome of Einstein's letter which he wrote to the American President Roosevelt? You all know what was the letter about. So what was the outcome of it? Result, okay? Did his warning have any impact in America? Please do let me know in the chat box, in the comment section, the homework answer, guys. So thank you so much. And the next chapter that we are going to do is A Legend of the Northland. Okay? So please prepare yourselves, and there is the link in the description box and pinned comment, and the coupon code is WRPRO. So thank you so much, guys. Please do subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed, and hit the bell icon. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye. Take care.